I felt that your pattern was very clear and your playing was very established, which is very easy to follow. If I had to suggest one thing to improve on though, there's a lot of big swells and dips with dynamics, and I felt like you're conducting just stating just one from either style, or it didn't really break the plane much in regards to what you wanted to express dynamically. So I would just work on showing more what you want through the dynamics, and we played it as you conducted it. I don't think we expressed.
Especially the ends, I can tell it should have been much wider.
Yeah, but overall, very nice job.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Sweet, good. I think that's the, like, that helped communicate to us some of what we should have done, like some of what, speaking. I'll learn that later, but anyway. I think that helped, like, the fact that you enjoyed us, right? Enjoyed it, helped us to know what you wanted to do, even though you may not have shown it as clearly as you could have. Like, I think, keep that up. Improve upon.
Thanks, guys. Improve upon your speed.
Encouragement.
Yes, sir.
I was dealing with the phone camera with Jacob, so I wasn't watching. But whatever you did at the first note, you didn't say anything, but the band entered perfectly together. So whatever you did must have been great.
I think overall, I would have liked to see a little more eye contact from you. And I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot of like, I mean, like there's stuff where it's just long phrases, and nothing really seems to be. There's not really anything that you need to do. I don't think. If that makes sense. Like in the beginning, you like gave the downbeat, and then I think within 2 or 3 beats, you were back down the score. I don't think you really need to be at that point, you know. So overall, but I mean, fun to play because I think you were having fun, like I was saying. So great.
I actually felt that your facial expression was very solemn the entire time. So you could have done more. You could have done more. I was always suggesting, but also just pace it.
Okay. Is it?
You did really well with the formatas at the end. I remember the last time you were up there, formatas were kind of a struggle point, but those are better.
Thank you.
Also, another thing to go off what everyone else said about making the piece yours is you gotta make the piece yours and try to figure out the things you want to bring out, especially like all these harmonic things that Granger does. Bring some of those out and try to display that in your conducting. So, yeah.
If we could go back to the beginning, right at the beginning, baritone sax, first and second trombone, fourth horn, and euphonium have the melody. So if I could hear everybody else besides those people. Right at the beginning. In the program notes, it talks about how this was kind of composed or arranged for a smaller ensemble, and that it was really meant as an accompaniment, and the melody really needs to be brought out, and an effort needs to be made not to cover up the melody. So if I could have people with melody, baritone sax, first and second trombone, fourth horn, and euphonium, and make sure that we're go through once with that melody, and then we'll add everybody else back in. So just those melodies. Very nice. So we have tenor sax, all the horns, and first and second trombones playing melodies starting at 17. So if we could have everybody besides those people starting at 17. Listen to the harmony first. Listen to the melody. Let's add the melody in there, the tenor sax, all horns, first and second trombones. Let's add that to that, make sure we're not covering them up. All right, starting back at 17.
Scott, do you hear that they're doing a few things for you that you're not asking for? They just know this music. They very well, they love this music. They're doing a few things for you. I think it's the tweed. I'm telling you. Tell us, Miranda took you shopping over Thanksgiving, did you? Yeah. No, tell the truth. Yeah. She's a good lady. Do it again, or whatever you just asked for. Don't give him stuff he's not asking for this time. Just to help him hear the difference, and make him ask for it next time. Maybe.
Back at 17. Accents at the beginning of that. I feel like I'm not showing that, but it should be a little bit more accented in those first three notes, so I'll try to show that.
This is so good for him. You don't help your friends by giving them the extra stuff, because those high school kids will not. Because they can't, right? They just don't know yet. So, yeah, that's the idea.
Try to show those accents more.
important to pick good music. Because with good music, they can't help it. They're doing nice musical things, you know. But it's something that you have to throw every bell and whistle in the world to try to make something out of it. Obviously, you got work cut out for it. Okay, let's see, just about 3 minutes. Take some more comments. You want to do another chunk? You want to go back to the beginning?
Can I do another full run, please? But starting at 33, we have soloists that I felt really got covered up last time. We have flute soloist and a horn soloist and an alto soloist. I feel really got buried. So be careful starting at 33 not to bury those soloists. I'd like to do another full run. Back to the
Ask
instruments.
Jeff permission. You're going to take some of his time.
Okay.
Crested is 17 minutes long. No, just.
We'll do quick comments afterwards.
Start that again. How do you guys know when to play? Because of his baton, because of his breath, because of. He didn't take a breath. Favors. We did. Aha! Aha! They're figuring it out on their own. It's the Lord of the Flies out here. Huh? How many preps do they need? How many are you giving them?
You going up first?
Well, you're kind of giving 2 half preps, so it counts as 1, right? Because you're giving a passive, and you're giving another passive that with which you're leaning left. But there hasn't been a good breath, and all you need is a no breath. Be still, take a good breath up, and then conduct beat 2.
So I just need to go up.
All you need to do is go up and include a breath. Include a horn player breath.
Just in your rehearsal plan, there was a really, really long note that you were just like, good. So just don't rush past those kind of things. And, I think there was a lot of times when you were rehearsing close sections, you just use right hand, and a lot of times you kind of discount, so just do a little bit more, even when you're just rehearsing.
Make sure that if you rehearse a section, tell us why we're doing it. Like for balance or pitching something.
I actually have contrary to what she said. I thought that you said a lot of times, maybe make sure you did it every time, but I thought a lot of times you did give us a reason before we started. But like, I think it was Sarah or somebody else said, you said, let's listen to harmony because there's a lot going on there. I feel like you give us a lot more emotion and a lot more picture of what you want if you're not buried in the score. But overall, I appreciate your demeanor.
To me, it felt that there was a disconnect between you and the ensemble. Just because you would kind of glance up, say, oh, we're doing okay, and then you would bury your head back in the score, and then you look up and then you look down. And it just felt like you were beating time, at least from where I was sitting. So try and incorporate yourself more into the music as opposed to just standing there and beating time.
Did you do the last 2 bars again? And you don't want accents on these sonatas, do you? Don't ask.
Measure 62, please. Starting the measure with the fermatas.
Last 2 bars, right?
63.
It works, right?
63.
Remember, if you stop, which is a good idea, if you're holding still in the fermata, you need to prepare the rearticulation.
I don't
That's-
think if
that's
I
that
stopped,
bit.
it wasn't so intentional.
Aw, dee, dee, dee. Keep it in the tip, you're getting real handsy and sort of just moving down rather than an up and a down to prepare the rearticulation. Aw, dee, up, down, down.
One more time.
Keep it in the tip of the tongue. Really nitpicky, but I still think you're kind of faking at it, right? It looks a little to me like. So with me, would you please? Last 2 bars. Just watch this. There's still accent. At least because that's what bands do, too. So then this has to be vocal and transparent, right? He passed away, right? Dad doesn't get to see him again. More time. It has to be real choral. Evaporation, right? Okay, Creston.